and I've seen a lot of live performances, been a lot of hip hop concerts, been to perform myself, done all sorts of things. That was the best live show that I've ever seen, hands down. It was a one man team. He played literally every single instrument possible, beatboxed. He had a sound recorder where he could be able to record and loop everything that he was doing on the mic, and it was absolutely amazing. He had the videography work to go along in the background with effects and all sorts of different things, and he literally held down the stage by himself for an entire 2+ hours. It was the most impressive musical feat that I'd ever seen. But yeah, so that is one of my many favorite artists, but yeah, overall on the hip hop side, Nas is my all-time favorite, and I'm a big Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole fan as well too. So
Wu-Tang?
And a Wu-Tang fan, obviously, yes. Wu-Tang classic.
Roots?
Never forget about my Wu-Tang. Roots, absolutely. Roots, legendary. Legendary group, the Roots. But my hip-hop love spreads far and wide.
Do you listen to any British hip-hop?
I'm a big fan of Dave.
Oh, yeah?
Dave is pretty awesome. I got introduced to Dave through Ed Sheeran, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Stormzy?
I've heard of Stormzy, yep. Yeah. Stormzy's pretty awesome, too. Stormzy's done some collaborative work with Ed Sheeran also.
Really developing a very unique sound.
Yeah.
You know, that whole grime.
Yeah, the whole like grime movement and the production work coming out of the British rappers is pretty amazing as well, too. They're getting a lot of big producers bubbling out of that area as well. But yeah, they've developed a really unique sound and style as well, so that's a great thing about hip-hop. It's been very universal, and a lot of new areas are picking it up or giving their own nice, unique twist to it, which has been pretty amazing.
Back this gain out. Put you in auto iris. Both.
We are almost here to the surface. I think we got less than 100 meters to go. And it's going to wrap up our current dive. Dive number H1882, which is our mooring recovery. So once we get our ROV back on deck, we will start hauling in our mooring. So we appreciate you all tuning in on this nice blue water ascent. We'll be making plans for our next dive, and we'll keep you updated when that happens.
ROV and main deck, all stop 75 meters. Are we okay to continue up?
Van is ready.
Roger that. Bridge main deck, radio check.
Loud and clear, Mark.
Okay to recover?
Stand by just a second. Captain is not here just yet, but I'll call him.
Okay, we'll come up slow and we'll stop if he's not on the bridge. Give us a call back.
Deck bridge.
Ed?
Mark, we can hear you loud and clear. You can proceed with recovery.
Coming up.
There's a lot of fresh water up here, it looks like. It's weird. Now we're through it.
Yeah, she does.
No, you can keep it on there. I kill it on the feeds now, so it's off the feeds, but now it doesn't matter. A lot of people leave it on till Herc's on deck. Doesn't matter to me, though. Yeah, the feed goes, but we save the kids. Yeah.
So we officially have Argus back on deck and are preparing to bring Hercules back on board. You can see right there at the end of the deck, Hercules on the surface. We're recovering Hercules shortly with our crane and then getting prepared to haul in our mooring. And for our viewer asking if we get to name any new things that we find here in the water, that would be amazing if we did, but unfortunately we do not. If we do discover anything new, it goes through a long process when new organisms are found. And a lot of people, a lot of scientists are involved in, first identifying if it is a new species or not. Doing a lot of comparisons and tests, but it takes some time to actually name a new organism, and a lot goes into that taxonomy as well.
We may give things unofficial names, but they are not necessarily the official scientific names.
Yeah.
And we'll call things all sorts of things. Doesn't make them so.
Something we like to do is name cables after our dogs. That's something we'll do. My dog Bear just got his first cable named after him on this very expedition.
Yeah,
Nice.
Mike's dog Misha has a cable named after
Oh yeah,
Misha.
I heard that one.
And Nico's dog as well.
Well, we got a cable ship coming. There's gonna be plenty of cable to name over the next couple weeks here.
We have 2 cables to name. Although I don't think they don't get names, do they?
No, they have
The
different
big ones?
connectors. Yeah.
I was actually, fun fact, I was actually part of, Ashley, you might be interested in this. I was actually part of a team that did help name a new species. It was a frog species, Hylascurtus conscientia, a new species of tree frog that was discovered in the cloud forests of Ecuador. I'm on the board of directors for this organization that is creating the first ever fully youth-funded nature reserve.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Reserva Youth Land Trust, and they have a protected area in the Jacula Reserve in Ecuador where they're protecting multiple different acres, and it's fully youth-funded. And they discovered a new species of tree frog there a couple of years ago, and we put out a naming competition, and we were able to have kids involved in naming this new species. And I was on the board that helped finalize the name for the species, and we came up with Hylascurtus conscientia. The conscientia was in terms of being more conscious about the effects that we are having on different ecosystems, and the student that helped to name that had a really, really cool little paragraph that they wrote about preserving our rainforests. So I was on the team that helped finalize that name, which was pretty cool.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
you want to drive out just a little bit on your tether?
Roger.
Yeah, just keep it like that for a little bit.